You go ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajjana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajjana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Chari Yamuna Tira Chari Jaya Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Danvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much.
Hari Bol. Beautiful, Prabhuji. So much devotion you have. Thank you.
So much.
Hare Krishna.
Thank
So, Prabhuji, you would like to recite the Mangala Charan?
Yeah, sure, Mataji. Hare Krishna devotees, and pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्नपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तु ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौरङ्गी श्रीराधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे थैंक यू माताजी
Hari Bol. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna devotees. So, with the blessings of all the devotees present here in this call and with the
Hare
blessings
Krishna,
of Guru.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you for joining, Mataji. So, with all of your blessings and Guru's and Krishna's blessing, today we'll start our Bhagavad Gita discussion 10.18. So we'll read today chapter 10, verse 18. So may I have three Prabhujis and Matajis to read the sloka, please?
I can read okay.
Yes, please, Prabhuji.
Vistarayena atma Vistarayena matmano yogam vibhutim cha janardana bhuya kataya triptirhi shrunvato nasti me mritam.
Hari bol.
Can I read
Next.
Mataji? Hare Krishna
Please,
Mataji, Dandavat Pranam,
please,
all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Dandavat Pranam Mataji.
Vistarinatmano yogam vibhutim cha janardana bhuya khataya triptirhai sranvato nasti me mrutam. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam,
Hare
all glories
Krishna
to Srila
Mataji.
Prabhupada.
Thank you, Mataji. Triptirhi. Mataji, when it says H-I,
Uh-huh.
Triptirhi.
Triptirhi. He.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, next, any Mataji or Prabhuji would like to read, please?
I can try Mataji.
Yes,
Hare Krishna
please.
devotees and Pranam all goes to Sri Prabhupada. विस्तरेणात्मनो योगं विभूतिं च जनार्दन भूय कर्त्या तृप्तिर्हि शृण्वतो नास्ति मे मृतम्. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. So, anyone wants to read synonyms and translation, please?
Raghu Prabhuji.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Shall I do it? Okay.
Yes, Prabhu, please.
Okay. Vistarena in detail. Atmanaha, your yogam, mystic power. Vibhutim, opulences. Cha also. Janardana, killer of the atheists. Bhuyaha, again. Ataya, describe. Triptihi, satisfaction. He, certainly. Shranavataha, hearing. Na asti, there is not. Me, my. Amritam, nectar. Translation by Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. O Janardana, again please describe in detail the mystic power of your opulences. I'm never satiated in hearing about you, but the more I hear, the more I want to taste the nectar of your words. Back to you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Prabhuji. So, purport. Who wants to read the purport? Anyone wants to read the purport, please?
I think iPhone see somebody, Mataji, or Vasant Prabhuji.
I can read. I'm just actually trying to. I just reached home. I'm trying to turn on my laptop.
Oh, okay,
Who
Mataji.
is Shalini Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Oh, okay, Mataji.
I will. Can somebody start the first paragraph? Then I will read. In the meantime, I'll turn on my laptop. It's hard to read on the. I can try to read on my
No,
phone.
it's okay. It's okay,
That's okay.
Mataji. You just yeah, take your time.
Okay, just 1 minute. I will
Yeah,
start.
I can read the first paragraph, Mataji, or you can read
Okay,
it.
Prabhuji. Okay, please.
A similar statement was made to Suta Goswami by the rishis of Naimisharanya, headed by Shaunaka. That statement is Vayum ta na vitarpa sorry vitripayame uttama shloke vikrame ya shanvantam rasa gnanam swadu swadu pade pade. One can never be situated even though one continuously hear the transcendental pastimes of Krishna, who is glorified by excellent prayers. Those who have entered into a transcendental relationship with Krishna relish at every step the descriptions of the pastimes of the Lord in Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, 19th verse. Thus, Arjuna is interested in hearing about Krishna and specifically how he remains as the all pervading Supreme Lord.
Mataji, are you ready? Then Prabhuji can just summarize this small
Yeah.
paragraph.
Yes, Mataji, I'm just joining from the Zoom meeting in the thing. Prabhuji, if you can summarize in 1 second, I'll be able to join.
Yeah, sure, Mataji. So here, as we know, Arjuna would like to hear from Krishna again and again because here, one can never be satisfied even though one continuously hears the transcendental pastimes of Krishna because they are so attracted to it. Once we like some, like, our Balram Prabhu's Gulab Jamun, right? We always hanker for it. So this is 1,000 times more than that because who is glorified with excellent prayers. We can see in Srimad Bhagavatam, Kunti Maharani prayers, Draupadi prayers, Brahma prayers, our Baswati Mataji wonderfully sang in our Janmashtami, right? So all these devotees are entered into the transcendental relationship with Krishna because they are always, in the mode of Krishna consciousness, and they relish, like, when we eat something which is very, dear to us, we try to relish. We don't do it in a hurry burry, right? We try to, relish each and every aspect of it, right? So even the same thing, even in Srimad Bhagavatam, the first canto, first chapter in the 19th verse, where it says that we never tire to, or we are never tired of hearing the transcendental pastimes of Lord Krishna because his leelas are unlimited. So that's why we can see Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, they're always glorifying with their hymns and prayers. And because they have developed that taste for the transcendental relationship and they relish the hearing of the pastimes of the Lord. So, in that way, they're always in that mood of Krishna consciousness because they are relishing that sweetness. So, any statement concerning to Krishna is a nectar for them because in this material world, we see the nectar but we cannot taste it. We just can lick the glass of it outside, but when we are actually in Krishna consciousness, we can actually taste the nectar, and the nectar is perceived as a practical experience. So that's why we can see that when Parikshit Maharaj was listening to Bhagavatam, he did not had any tiredness, any sleep or nothing. He did not eat, drink water also for 7 continuous days. He was eager to, hear. And that's my understanding. Mataji, you are ready?
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Very
Mataji,
beautifully
I'm
explained.
ready.
Yes, Mataji, please read.
Now, as far as Amritam nectar is concerned, any narration or statement concerning Krishna is just like nectar, and this nectar can be perceived by practical experience. Modern stories, fiction, and histories are different from the transcendental pastimes of the Lord in that one will tire of hearing mundane stories, but one never tires of hearing about Krishna. It is for this reason only that the history of the whole universe is replete with references to the pastimes of the incarnations of Godhead. The Puranas are histories of bygone ages that relate the pastimes of the various incarnations of the Lord. In this way, the reading matter remains forever fresh despite repeated readings. Hare Krishna.
Very bold,
Hare
Mataji. So if you can.
Sure, Mataji. So, what I'm understanding from here, Prabhupada is explaining that, storybooks or soap operas or any other like mundane um, things that we watch for entertainment, that kind of like you get bored of it. It's, repetitive. Same story, you will kill movies, we also say the same thing, right? But the stories and leelas of Krishna when he appears on the earth, they are so sweet and nectarian that it gives more and more pleasure the more you read about it. And especially for the pure devotees who can who who have established a relationship with Krishna and can experience Krishna, for them reading the same stories even again and again gives more insight and understanding of Krishna. Um, and then he goes on to explain that the Puranas are filled with the stories of Krishna. Um, some of the people in this modern world, they don't necessarily think of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam as true real stories of the pastimes of the Lord. They think this is mythology, so it's like a myth. But really, these are true stories of the Lord, that are always fresh. Even if like we read it 100 times, it's still, we will learn something new the next time that we read. I understood this much, Mataji. If you can explain more. Hare Krishna.
Very bold. Very nicely explained, Mataji. She just gave the gist of this beautiful text. So here Arjuna is speaking to Krishna after hearing that Chatusloka in this chapter, and Arjuna is actually saying to Janardhan, describe in detail the mystic power of your opulences, and he wants to hear, as UN Prabhuji explained so nicely, that he wants to hear more and more about Krishna. So much taste in this nectar of hearing the Krishna's pastime, Krishna's glories, Krishna's opulence. It's so nectarian that Arjuna wants to hear more and more. So that is the mood of a pure devotee. He does not want to hear anything else other than hearing about the Supreme Lords. So, and he says, I never satiated, means he never satisfied hearing Krishna's. He always have a eagerness to hear more. So here in the purport, Prabhupada is stating that a similar statement was made to Shuta Goswami by the rishis of Naimisharanya, headed by Shonaka. So I'll just tell you some stories about from Srimad Bhagavatam. So who is Shuta Goswami? Who is Shonaka Rishi? I'll just give a very brief introduction so that you'll just have little idea about who are they. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, the sages of Naimisaranya. So Naimisaranya, after it's a great forest, the Naimisaranya, and in that Naimisaranya there are a lot of sages. They assembled, and their leader was Sonaka Rishi. His name is Rishi Shonak. And on that assembly, there was a great sage. His name was Srila Shuta Goswami. Shuta Goswami was a big scholar, learned scholar, and he is the disciple of Srila Shukadev Goswami. Now going back to that, who is Shukadev Goswami? As we know that Shukadev Goswami is the speaker of Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj. And Srila Shukadev Goswami is no other than the son of Vyasdeva, Srila Vyasdev, who compiled Srimad Bhagavatam. So why Shuta Goswami was speaking to the sages of Naimisharanya, and why the sages are made to the Naimisharanya? Because they were doing 1,000 years fire sacrifice to please the Lord. And on that assembly, they were asking questions that in Kali Yuga, what will going to happen? Because those sages have lot of power. They can visualize that what's going to happen after 1,000 years or 10,000 years, what's going to happen in the material world. So that's why they can see that time there will be, in Kali Yuga, there will be quarrel, duality, duplicacy among people, very unhappy, undisturbed Kali Yuga people will be. So that's why they were very worried that what will happen to them. So that's why they are questioning and asking Srila Shuta Goswami, can you please tell us? Now, why Srila Shuta Goswami? Because when Srila Shukadev Goswami was telling Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj, Srila Shuta Goswami was there. He was present that time when Parikshit Maharaj was um, given the lecture by Srila Shukadev Goswami here. So that's the background. Now I will go back to Parikshit Maharaj, like why Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken to Parikshit Maharaj. So I'll go to that story now. So once Parikshit Maharaj was going for hunting in the forest, and that time Parikshit Maharaj, who is the Parikshit Maharaj? Parikshit Maharaj is the grandson of Arjuna. Parikshit Maharaj's father was Abhimanyu and mother was Uttara. Uttara. In Mahabharata, I think we read that when Parikshit Maharaj was in the home of Uttara, that time Abhimanyu was killed, and Parikshit Maharaj was about to kill, but our Supreme Lord Krishna saved him by entering Uttara's home. So that is Parikshit Maharaj, who was the grandson of Arjuna. So Parikshit Maharaj, when he was the king, so he went for hunting in the forest, and that time he was very thirsty. And he went to a Rishi's ashram, and the name of that Rishi was Shamik Rishi. So Shamik Rishi was meditating upon. So he was asking for water and from Rishi, but he was totally was under the meditation. He was intentionally did not ignore, but he was on a meditation. So he didn't see Parikshit Maharaj or did not open his eyes. So as Parikshit Maharaj was very thirsty and he was kind of irritated and a little angry also. He was angry too because why the Shamik Rishi was not responding him. So what he did is there was a dead snake lying on the ground near Shamik Rishi's ashram, and then he took that dead snake and put it to Shamik Rishi's neck. So I put this picture like to visualize that scene. So you can see, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So and then so that way actually he was like he like tried to put his anger to Rishi, and by knowing this, Shamik Rishi's son, his name was Shringi was very angry, and he they are the Brahmanas, so Brahmana can curse the other people. So and so Shringi gave a curse to Parikshit Maharaj because to take revenge of his father's insult. So he gave the curse to Parikshit Maharaj that within 7 days he will get a snake bite and he will die through that snake bite. So, because of that, Parikshit Maharaj, Shamik Rishi was not happy. He said, why you did that to Shringi? But Shringi already cursed Parikshit Maharaj. And Brahmanas curse that time is always true because they were the true Brahmanas. So, then Parikshit Maharaj came back to his kingdom and he accepted that curse by Shringi. And that's why he did not waste his time enjoying his last 7 days doing more some sense activities which will satisfy his senses or etc. So what he did is he listened to Srimad Bhagavatam for 7 days by Srila Shukadev Goswami, and that time, as Prabhuji mentioned so nicely, that Shukadev Goswami was speaking Srimad Bhagavatam non-stop, and Parikshit Maharaj was taking that nectar. And Shukadev Goswami once asked Parikshit Maharaj that don't you feel hungry or thirsty? Why you are not taking anything? Then Parikshit Maharaj answered to Shukadev Goswami that I am taking the nectar from your lotus mouth, hearing about Krishna's glory, Krishna's pastime, Krishna's opulences, Krishna's everything from you. So that way he actually lost all his hunger. He reduced, I mean, lost his hunger, his thirst, just hearing Krishna's nectar, Amritam. So that's what I just would like to give that background, like how beautiful a pure devotee could be, who can just think about Krishna, just think about his glories, just think about how he can satisfy his tongue, he can satisfy his mind, his heart, his everything, by hearing about his supreme lord's glory. He doesn't need anything else. So in what we do, in I mean what I do, I'm not able to always listen to Krishna, not able to always to culture about Krishna consciousness, cultivate Krishna consciousness. So when I go to work, or when I do house chores, it's not possible always to think about Krishna. But pure devotee, their 24/7 job is to think about Krishna. So that's so glorious about the pure devotees. So that's why we have to think where we are and where we should elevate our consciousness, following our acharyas, following our gurus. So, as it's a very beautiful verse, just would like to share the Srimad Bhagavatam 10.31.9, the Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam. So, the Srila Bhakti Charushami Maharaj is wonderful singing about this verse. Um, I'm just trying to sing the four lines. तब कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविविरीदितं कल्मषापहम् श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदतातं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जना. So here it's saying Srimad Bhagavatam in this translation, if someone can read the meaning of this beautiful verse, saying Krishna's katha, words, descriptions are just the soul and life and soul for the suffering of this material world. So Prabhuji, Raghu Prabhu, you want to read the translation, please?
Yeah, I can read. Thank you, Mother. The nectar of your words and the description of your activities are the life and soul of those suffering in this material world. These narrations, transmitted by learned sages, eradicate one's sinful reactions and bestow good fortune upon whoever hears them. These narrations are broadcast all over the world and are filled with spiritual power. Certainly, those who spread the message of Godhead are most munificent.
Hari Bol.
Thank you.
So here, so beautiful about the nectar of the words and description of our Supreme Lord. And this is actually our life and soul in this material world, no other than anything else. So that's the beautiful verse of this chapter. Again, I'm sharing the verse in case if you want to read that. So here, that's why the sages of Naimisaranya, they asked this to Suta Goswami, telling this statement. Again, I'm reading that one can never be satiated even though one continuously hears the transcendental pastimes of Krishna, who is glorified by excellent prayers. Those who have entered into a transcendental relationship with Krishna relish at every step the description of the pastimes of Lord. Thus, Arjuna is interested in hearing about Krishna and specifically how he remains as the all-pervading Supreme Lord. So, hearing will give us, also will purify us. How much we'll hear about Krishna, we chant about Krishna, we'll get more purifications and you'll get the taste of hearing more. So, the distractions will come. So that's why we need to take proper association and we have to um, encourage each other, to discuss about Krishna. So like when we go to Bhakti Briksha after our katha and arti, when we are taking prasadam, that time also, like when we'll meet the new devotees, or we should encourage and talk to the new devotees rather talking to um, the devotees who already know, like to encourage them about Krishna consciousness. So that way, I will purify myself, and also I will able to encourage those people who are very new to our congregation, encouraging them with the Krishna consciousness. So this is my understanding, Prabhuji. So if you please add, or before that, just we can read that Srimad Bhagavatam 1.1.19, the whole purport. So we can read the from the Shloka, Prabhuji, if you'd like to read. Yeah, please, sir.
वयं तु न वितृप्याम उत्तमश्लोकविक्रमे यच्छृण्वतां रसज्ञानां स्वादु स्वादु पदे पदे.
Hey, bol. Synonyms and translation, if you want to read.
Sure, Mataji. Do you want me to continue, Mataji, or were you looking
Yeah, you
for
can continue, Prabhu Mataji, because there is not many participants today, so you can.
I can read Mataji.
Oh, okay, please.
Okay. Harikrishna Devojan Pranam, all good Srila Prabhupada. Bhayam ui tu but no not bitro piyama. Bit I'm right. Bit priyama shall be at rest. Uttama Sloka, the personality of Godhead, who is glorified by transcendental prayers. Bikrame, adventurous. Yat, which Srin Batam, by continuous hearing. Srinu Batam. Rasa, humor. Jana, nam. Those who are conversant with. Sadhu, sadhu, relation. Sadhu, palatable. Pade pade, at every step. We never, translation by His Divine Grace, the Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada Jaya. We never tire of hearing the transcendental pastimes of person of Godhead, who is glorified by hymns and prayers. Those who have developed a taste for the transcendental relationships with Him relish hearing of His pastime at every moment. Hare Krishna.
Very well, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji, for reading. So, purport, anyone wants to read the purport?
You can read, Mataji.
Yeah, if Raghu Prabhu wants to read.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. There is a great difference between mundane stories, fiction, or history and the transcendental pastimes of the Lord. The history of the whole universe contains references to the pastimes of the incarnations of the Lord. The Ramayana, the Mahabharata, and the Puranas are histories of bygone ages, recorded in connection with the pastimes of the incarnations of the Lord, and therefore remain fresh even after repeated readings. For example, anyone may read Bhagavad Gita or the Srimad Bhagavatam repeatedly throughout his whole life and yet find in them new light of information. Mundane news is static, whereas transcendental news is dynamic, inasmuch as the spirit is dynamic and matter is static. Those who have developed a taste for understanding the transcendental subject matter are never tired of hearing such narrations. One is quickly satiated by mundane activities, but no one is satiated by transcendental or devotional activities. Uttama Shloka indicates that literature which is not meant for nations. Mundane literature is in the mode of darkness or ignorance, whereas transcendental literature is quite different. Transcendental literature is above the mode of darkness, and its light becomes more luminous with progressive reading and realization of the transcendental subject matter. The so-called liberated persons are never satisfied by the repetitions of the words Aham Brahmasmi. Such artificial realization of Brahman becomes hackneyed, and so to relish real pleasure, they turn to the narrations of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Those who are not so fortunate turn to altruism and worldly philanthropy. This means the Mayavadi philosophy is mundane, whereas the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam is transcendental. Very nice purport. So here again, it's explaining more detail what Vasuki Mataji already explained. Uh, there is mundane literature and then there's transcendental literature. The mundane literature is same kind of thing happening every day. They're shooting here, something there. It's all bad news, it constantly goes on and on. And we get tired of that. So how many times are we going to listen to that? But the transcendental news, which is really what we have in the Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata, Ramayana, Srimad Bhagavatam, you can read it any number of times. And each time you read it, you get a new realization. And the first reading, you won't understand too much. You have to obviously read this in the presence of a guru, and so on. But like we're doing here collectively, keep reading the Bhagavad Gita, we share our individual views, and then we gain more and more knowledge. And then you have to come back and read it again. So this really uh, goes on and on. Can you scroll down, Mataji? There was some point there. Yeah. So the other thing is that the Mayavadi people or I think pantheism, I think that's also another word for it. Yeah, they are they have the only thing they have to realize is the Brahma Jyoti of Krishna. So they know that there's a sun and there's a moon and there's a creation, and that's all. They can't attribute what is really happening to a single person. So we are fortunate, those who are in Bhakti Yoga, like people in ISKCON and all of us, we actually know that the Lord is a person. And then as a result, we have so many stories and pastimes and leelas that we keep on, which is never ending, and when we keep on relishing and enjoying. Thank you, Mother.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, very nicely explained about this wonderful purport given by Srila Prabhupada in relation to the Shloka 10.18. So, any Mataji, Prabhuji, please reflect or add your comment, please. Any realization? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, wonderfully mentioned by Prabhuji. You can see that, it is not possible to comprehend the greatness of Lord Krishna because his opulences are unlimited. And, even his leelas, avataras are also, unlimited, right? So as we can see, there are so many avatars like Purusha avatars, Leela avatars, Guna avatars, Manvantara avatars, Yuga avatars, and Shaktavesha avatars. All these avatars are there for us to comprehend the greatness of, because his avatar incarnations are unlimited. So we can see that, in such a way that, we can always, a pure devotee never gets tired of praising the Lord. In fact, the Lord is sleeping on Anantashesha, which has thousands of hoods. And Anantashesha is, reciting, is the names of Krishna in unlimitedly, since the, beginning of this, whole creation, but he is still going on. So those many, you know, names and avatars and incarnations and all shlokas are there. So in this way, a pure devotee will never get tired, because he always in the association of devotees gets into like we are all coming together, right? So they relish this nectar. Of course, we are trying to, at least I am trying, but because they are always in that mode. Because Krishna's opulences are unlimited, his divine energies, because they are all pure devotees, they never get tired. They don't want even to eat or sleep or drink. There always wants to be, and discussion about Lord Krishna, and that's my understanding, Martaji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice. Very nice shloka, this one. So just I'd like to dwell on this shloka a little more time so that we can relish the writing of Srila Prabhupada's purport to grasp very, very deeply. So, Mataji's, any comments? Shalini Mataji, Prabhuji's, any other Prabhuji's wants to have do you have any comment on that?
Thank you, Prabhuji's very nice comments. So one thing we always see that same verse probably I'm reading 10 times and listening from 10 different devotees. And they put the light in different aspect of the same verses and different pastimes they give from not only Krishna, not Rama, from the devotees, their own personal senior devotees like our paramparas. So this is unending. So even Prabhupada lecture or some lectures we hear one time, two times, more and more we hear and read, every time gives new meaning. So this is probably one thing that our maturity grows better to catch more and more things, and definitely different devotees and different rashas with Krishnas. So they put different lights aspect of the same verses. So it is unending actually. So Prabhupada through his life talking about the Gita all the time. There's a Prabhupada 6 already serials came Acharyas. And that is the Prabhupada's talking with the devotees while walking in the morning walks and those things, and classes also. So Prabhupada, same parts talking again and again, different aspect, different person, different people. He's giving different way of presentation. But ultimately concentrating on Krishna, but the different taste, different meaning of this, different meaning, not that in that aspect that it become totally philosophical different. Philosophy is same, Krishna is the supreme, and there are connections, but the way the presentations, so it makes every time is new to us. Back to Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, very, very crucial points that the one sloka is described by different the devotees with different viewpoint. And so important that Prabhuji, that Srila Prabhupada highlighted some of the chapter with so much emphasis on the devotional activities, devotional service, then Krishna's opulences, Krishna's qualities, Krishna's glory, and which are related or directly related with the Puranas, as for example Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Srimad Bhagavatam, where the Naimisharana, the sages of the Naimisharanas, they are so curious to hear about Lord Krishna, and also because they are very kind to the human beings, especially the Kali Yuga. So they are thinking about how to think about those people in the Kali Yuga, in this material world, who will suffer with very short-lived circumstances, as well as their nature, their sufferings, etc. They are so kind. They are thinking about those Kali Yuga people like us. We are the Kali Yuga people, our sufferings and how to solve our problems. And so that's what their questions. They are questioning to Srila Shuta Goswami, who was present in the, as I mentioned, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, when it was spoken by Shukadev Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj in his last 7 days of life. So it's so beautiful. So that's why always, like, acharyas are very kind. They are always here to give the people the nectar of devotion, the nectar of Krishna consciousness. They are always ready to give. And now this is our choice how we'll take that nectar, that Krishna consciousness in our daily life by practicing. So that is very astonishing, very amazing, and very kind of all the acharyas, our Srila Prabhupada, all his disciples, all gurus. They are so kind. They are practicing this Krishna consciousness in their entire life. And Prabhupada asked Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, it's a great example. He asked Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj that give this life to Krishna. And Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj used to tell that story a lot in his lectures. And the same time, Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj also mentioned that whatever my Guru Maharaj gave me, the service, I am done. I'm done with that service. So, and then he actually was, he didn't care to come in when there's a pool of COVID in United States. In India, people, they told, the devotees told Maharaj, don't go now. It's not good time to go there. But he said, no, my Dylan temples, the people need me over there. And he always mentioned that in United States, it's like a hell. He mentioned that in his lectures. I heard that he said it's a hell in United States. So people need good devotees there. So he did not care about his life. He just came here, and then with Krishna's plan and his Guru Maharaj's wish, he went back to his Guru Maharaj. So it's so beautiful, those acharyas, how much he gave. And when Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, the disciple, was glorifying him on his disappearance day in Dilan temple last year, I heard it was like very emotional, the way they were talking about Maharaj. So much deep relationship they have with Maharaj, all the disciples and Maharaj, and how nicely he used to take care of their needs. And he used to talk to his disciples over phone, and if they have any problems, any issues, he used to discuss with them. So kind. And those disciples, actually, he changed their life and make them so more Krishna conscious and make them more elevated. And it was like a very amazing Guru's mercy. And with that Guru's mercy, it's Krishna consciousness is achievable, the devotional service is achievable, and that way we'll lose the taste of other mundane activities, hearing songs other than Krishna's song, associating with people who are more like materialistic, talking more about their car, their house, their job, their money, their share market. So it's try not to associate with them, because that way we will get their consciousness in our mind. So those things are very important. And definitely with Guru's mercy and with devotees' mercy, senior devotees mercy will get that test, so that time our choice will be Krishna conscious choice. Will not choose which are not conducive for bhakti. So that's my understanding, Prabhuji. So please correct me or anything I spoke wrong. And also the Uttama Sloka, that's Prabhupada explaining that what is Uttama Sloka. So that Uttama Sloka is the literature which talk about Krishna, about his glories. It's not any science. So that's why they are Uttama. Always, always Uttama. So that's why Prabhupada is giving this term Uttama Sloka. So back to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Please, if you have any more comments, please, Prabhujis and
Mhm.
Matajis.
I just want to
Yes.
share one thing, Mataji, that the two verses, one from Srimad Bhagavatam and the other from Bhagavad Gita, they are so similar, like
We have
almost talking about the exact same thing.
this one, right? This one and
Yes,
the
yes,
one we read.
Mataji.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's why
Mataji.
that's what I thought to just read that Srimad Bhagavatam too.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
Thank you for
Mataji.
sharing, for pulling it up and, like exactly, like almost like, rephrased the same purport in the other one.
Yeah, yeah.
Really.
Yes, that's what Prabhupada gave. That's we are just reading.
Yes, yes,
Prabhupada is our guru. Prabhupada is our father.
definitely. He found us, otherwise we were lost.
Yeah. Oh, because of him, we are able to, we are here and discussing all with the presence of all the senior devotees present in this call. We are able to discuss.
Definitely. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. So, Prabhuji, Shubal Prabhuji, should we stop here then?
Yeah, anybody would like to add anything?
Anything? Yeah.
Mataji,
If
you want to
anyone.
explain? Yeah.
Anyone wants to?
I have a
Basan
question.
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhuji, Mataji.
I just have a question. So, right now in this month, we are not doing milk, right? Then next month will be urad dal, right?
Oh,
Yes.
Chaturmasya.
Yes, yes, Mataji. When will that start?
Ur-
The urad dal one?
I think 6th Mataji. Let me check.
I have to check Mataji.
Thank you.
But
2020.
you can eat milk products, Mataji. Milk
Yes,
products is okay, like yogurt.
yes, yes, Mataji. Only milk
Yeah,
drinking is prohibited, right?
yeah, milk, yogurt, cheese. That's what
Yes,
Prangovinda Prabhuji told. Like you milk products is okay.
yes,
Yeah.
Mataji.
Yes,
And
Mataji.
if yeah, and sometimes he also mentioned like if someone has some like you have some restrictions, food restrictions, or like you are taking some medication where milk is important to drink, that time you can.
Yeah. I was just used to drinking milk all the time in the
Hmm.
morning, but now
Hmm.
I'm drinking buttermilk. So that's fine.
Yeah, buttermilk. Yes, good. I'm also buttermilk.
Yeah, I posted the dates in the chat
Yeah,
also.
Prabhuji has posted the date.
Thank you,
July
Prabhuji.
8, that is already done.
Yeah, now it
August
is the
9.
milk.
Yeah,
September 7th to October 6th is milk, and then from October 7th to November 4th is urad dal.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Uradda.
Thank you.
Uradra is not October 7th, November 4th.
No dosas or nothing. So,
Yeah.
So idli dosa. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare
but
Krishna.
what Prabhupada says is more than this, bhakti is important,
Yeah,
chanting is important. All these are good to do, but if we are doing this and not doing bhakti or reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, then there is no, benefit of it. Yeah, that's my understanding. Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji and Mataji.
Dhanyavad Pranam, Prabhuji.
Mataji, I want to say something about our classes. I came
Sure.
from India. Just 6 months I have to go to our country, Bharat. In
Oh,
Naimisharanya, they listened through Sutta Goswami Bhagavatam. It was very, very
Yes.
Shravananandam. But
Yes.
in America, I am getting Shravananandam through our Tampa ISKCON, Mataji, Sri Baswati Mataji, etc., etc. I got, there is no words to describe my happiness, Mataji. My daughter asking, today is so happy, why? Is because I studied in 26 qualities in Bhagavad Gita, Abhayam Sattva Samsuddhi Jnana Yoga, etc. Same last week, Baswati Mataji explained through Bhagavatam. So I got very, very happy, Mataji. Dandot Pranam. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Prabhuji. We are the Das Anudas of Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Nice. Hare Krishna.
Hare
I learned
Krishna.
something new also, Mataji. I wanted to share. I didn't know before you showed that slide that Sutta Goswami was actually a disciple of Sukadev Goswami.
Yeah, Srila Shukadev Goswami. And
Yeah.
Srila Shuta Goswami is a big scholar, and his father is Rom Harsana. His father's name is Rom Harsana, and he was the not disciple, but I think he knows he got trained by Srila Basdev, Rom Harsana.
Oh, so Sutta Goswami's father was a disciple of Vyasadeva, and then both the sons became like teacher and disciple.
Yeah, but I have to check, Mataji, whether he is disciple or just Rom Harsana. I will let you know, Mataji. I have to check. Maybe Prabhuji, do you know?
Maharshana Mataji, yeah.
Yes, disciple. Yeah, he is the disciple of Shrej Vasudev, Srila Vasudev.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I was right. Yeah.
Yes.
so one teacher and one student, and their sons also became teacher and student.
Yeah. You are right. Yes. Yeah.
Very
Rom
nice.
Harsana or Lom Harsana is the disciple of Srila Vasudev. So yeah, I'm right. I was not sure, but yes.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for sharing. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
I'll say 3 times Haribol to Baswati Mataji. Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol, all glories to
Hari
Srila
Bol.
Prabhupada. All
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol to all the devotees.
Haribol.
Please pray for
Haribol.
me, Prabhuji.
Baswati
Please pray for
Mataji.
me.
Mataji. You took so much energy to make the slides and so much. And thank you, Mataji.
This today, Prabhuji, I just did not get that much time to make
Yeah.
this.
But in short period of time, you still were able to manage.
Haribol, thank you. With all your mercy, Prabhuji. Please pray for me so that I can advance.
Sure.
Hare Krishna.
Vancha kalpa.
Kalpatarubhaisha kripa sindhu bhaivacha
Sindhubhyo eva
patitanam
cha patitanam
pavanebhya
pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo namo.
Vaishnavibhyo namo namaha. We did not hear from Bashant Prabhuji anything. Any final comments, Prabhuji?
Mataji, Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam. It's such so wonderful opportunity to have your divine association and all our Prabhujis and Matajis. It was really very good discussion. I'm driving, so
Okay.
can't really read. But
Okay.
yeah, I think as Suvala Gopal Prabhuji mentioned that when the pure devotees, their only lakshya or only goal is to listen pastime of Lord Krishna, eat prasadam, and do chanting and chintan about the Krishna. We do Shravan. I do Shravan a lot about the different things. Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata. My Pitaji was used to actually sing Mahabharata during a Shravan Mass, and that's how I learned all Mahabharata.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, when it goes back to Chintan, then I do not chintan back to the what I listen to. It just goes back to, as we discussed, the mundane activities, and sometimes Sridhama Prabhuji does say that we have to go on in this life too, but becoming Krishna conscious and only consciousness about Krishna rather than anything else is the essence of the Bhagavad Gita. But Mataji, I'm not qualified at all to say anything about it. So thank you so much again for opportunity to have divine association of all of you, Prabhujis and Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Hare Bol.
Thank you, Prabhuji. We are all here so to purify ourselves, Prabhuji. At least for myself, I can tell. So we are in the same page. Maybe all the senior devotees, they are already advanced, but I am learning, Prabhu. So we are in the same boat. No worries. Only trying and praying to Prabhupada. Then he will definitely will help us.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Vansha kalpatarubhaisya kripa sindhubhaiva cha patitanam pavanebhya vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare Bol.
All glories to Srila
Hare
Prabhupada. Hare
Bol.
Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam Mataji and Prabhuji.
Dhanavad Pranam Prabhuji. Dhanavad Pranam all Matajis and Prabhujis. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Have a wonderful